Hi there class, my name's Mrs Crothers, but you can all call me Mrs C, and welcome to my presentation on effective pedagogical practices for the primary school teacher when teaching the whole child. So let's get started, and I hope you all enjoy. I am passionate about shaping your bright young minds while looking after your well-being and recognising the importance of pastoral care. It is important to first discuss and define the major components of the presentation heading and what it is asking. So what is pedagogy? Pedagogy can be defined as the principal practice or profession of teaching, or the study of teaching methods including the aims of education and the ways in which such goals may be achieved. The whole child principles include the student's health, safety, engagement, and aims to ensure that they, the student, are supported and challenged within the school environment. The whole child doctrine also involves, if we are to apply good pedagogy, their well-being and pastoral care. Well-being can be defined as the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy, and pastoral care being the practice of looking after the personal and social well-being of children or students under the care of a teacher. This can encompass a wide variety of issues including health, social and moral education, behaviour management and emotional support. So effective pedagogical practices can therefore include, but are not limited to, teaching methods which are based on the learning theories of, for example, Piaget, Bloom and Pavlov, the implementation of holistic interpersonal approaches relating to the whole child's well-being and pastoral care, and classroom resources, all which ideally would result in positive academic outcomes. Learning is effectively defined as a long-term change in mental representations or associations as a result of experience. Ormrod, 2012. To understand how children learn, we can look to some of the most celebrated theorists. Piaget's constructivism refers to the idea that learners construct knowledge for themselves. Hain, 1991. Pavlov recognised that his findings of classical conditioning can be used to effectively elicit desired emotions. Cherry, no date. And Bloom's taxonomy is the attempt to classify forms and levels of learning, all which assist the teacher to better understand and apply appropriate teaching methodologies when teaching the whole child. But to apply teaching strategies that incorporate these learned theories, we as teachers must first also understand not only the theoretical components of the human memory and learning avenues, but students on a holistic and personal level to achieve good academic outcomes. Professor Linda Darling-Hammond suggested that the concentration and focus on students' wellbeing and pastoral care can lead to significant changes in academic achievement by preparing students for modern life by fostering problem solving, creativity, independent learning and student reflection, thus emotionally engaging the whole child with effective teaching practices. According to Elias et al., emotions can facilitate or impede children's academic engagement, work ethic, commitment and ultimately their school success. Also, the internal and external relationships and associated emotional processes affect how and why we learn. As educators, we have the responsibility to educate and inspire the whole child, mind, heart and soul. Shearer, 2009. Which is the exact reason why teachers need to implement effective pedagogical practices that first and foremost focus on the student's well-being and pastoral care before we can implement effective teaching strategies for learning. We can do this by being cheerful and exuding a positive disposition and building rapport. No one likes a cranky teacher. Getting to know students' individual needs, lifestyles and interests. Adapting teaching methods to suit a variety of learners. Responding appropriately and professionally to both positive and negative disclosures of the student. Provide adequate and constructive feedback that your students can learn from and improve on. Encourage honesty and set boundaries. Promote independence and individuality. And ask questions. All children have something valid and innocently wise to impart. Lastly, incorporate a broad range of age-appropriate classroom and public resources to facilitate independent learning, creativity and reflection. The exposure to these invaluable technologies and resources could assist in enhancing health and well-being, resilience, academic provision and the human and social capabilities of your students in your classroom. If these pedagogical practices are met and implemented with enthusiasm, the ideal outcome would be the creation of a happy, safe and comfortable learning environment in which your students will feel able and confident to engage, learn and question. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.